Hello and welcome to the Blobber Checks Out the demo for Laysara, Summit Kingdom. This is a game that's on my radar as a potentially nice city builder that's coming up. They've got the demo. I want to check out the demo. I've seen Baron, or I listened to would be more accurate. I listened to Baron play this, and he seemed to enjoy it, so that's promising. In this demo, you'll build a fully functioning settlement. This tutorial will guide you along the way. Let's start with the basics. WSAD, although it's a little bit disconcerting the way the camera wiggles as you go around the edges of the mountain. Like there it isn't so bad, but when you're going between these bits here, it kind of wiggles in a little bit of a disconcerting way. Camera zoom. There's not a lot of zoom difference. Honestly, that might as well not exist as a zoom. Very nearly might as well not exist. There are some weird things happening down here. You can see lots of little white single pixels. Oh well, we're probably not meant to look that far down the mountain. Okay. It's time to start building your town. Let's start with a marketplace. It'll be a central point for your settlement. Cheers, Bob, as it distributes goods among the citizens living nearby. Food, market. And I probably want to build it vaguely in the center of this space. Next. See the red marker above the marketplace. It means it has no road. Connection to the mountain entry point, which is presumably this thing. Yeah, as indicated by the little video. Build a road between them. Alright. Road. Alright, done. Good job. The marker above the marketplace has changed. Now it needs workers. Let's get some people in our town. Building houses increases a town's population. Tashi Deher? Do you know Tibetan, Vama? Building houses increases a town's population. Let's place a few of them near the marketplace. It has 4 citizens. Workers are assigned to workplaces automatically. Have 32 citizens. Butter tea. Yeah, but where are people? Okay, this is housing for not for cows and people, but for people? No, it's for cows and people as well. There's yak farms. Now they're going to complain about... Probably yes, so we'll build another road. There we go, there's 32 people. No, you went for work. I really don't follow Farmer, but I'm just feeling stupid. That needs a road. And I guess we'll build one along this side of you. Okay, next. Let's continue developing our settlement by providing access to a mandala, which is important for their spirituality. Mandala, among many other buildings in Laysara, has a range. It means it will only affect nearby houses. Ranges are determined alongside roads. So this... Haydryer, advanced yak breeding. No, this blue flashy one, okay. I mean, that looks... Ah, it won't provide it to all the houses there, so I probably want it here. Okay. You've just fulfilled the need of your citizens. To learn about... And it's nice to have you back, Mama. I fully respect your keeping yourself unspoiled for Zelda. To learn more about the folks' needs, let's bring up the house menu. How? Click a house. Sure. Here you can see the needs that are already fulfilled, and those still yet demanded. Needs are divided into 3 categories: food, prosperity, and enlightenment. This bar shows how many and of which category needs your citizens must fulfill to make them willing to upgrade their house. Looks like folks living here would like to get some food, which isn't surprising. Let's fix that. Close the house menu. Sure. So they want eggs and sampa. Sampa. Let's start by producing some eggs. Build a chicken farm. And production will start. Make sure the chicken farm has a marketplace within its range. Every production building can only transport its production output to a building inside its range. That's presumably destroy stuff. Food? No, that's yak. Oh! You click food and it also has little sidey things that aren't here. That's an interesting way of doing their menu. So, chicken farm. I mean, I guess here? Okay, how many... What's the ratio I want of chicken farms to... Produced goods are not being transported anywhere. Chicken farm is now producing eggs. But as indicated by the icon, it's not sending them anywhere. Let's address this by clicking on the chicken farm and sending the eggs to the marketplace. Oh, so you create, like, flow directions of things. Every production building will require you to set where to transport its resources. Sure. Great, let's increase your food variety and start producing tsampa, a flour made from barley. Place a mill near our marketplace and supply it with barley. Tsampa. Barley field. Now, do you need to be in range of workers? Is workers global? It looks like workers is global. Yeah, I thought it looked good when... Well, it sounded good. I can't say I watched. I more listened to Baron playing whilst doing boring admin crap. And then Emil... It sounded like he was having a good time. I live in hope. I don't know if this also has to be in range of the barley. So let's err on the side of caution and do both. So we say you send to here. And yet it's not in range of that one. Well, sucks to be us. So let's demolish you and move you 1 square over. Because to me, that square looked like it touched here, but apparently not. You know what? We'll put it on the corner then. You, here, go. You, here, go. You, here, marketplace. Okay, I think I'm doing that. Now, mill is receiving barley, but it's still not producing any tsampa because it lacks yaks. We have a distinct yak lack. You need to increase your yak population. With production up and running, you can start sending produced tsampa to the marketplace. Simple yak breeding works similarly to houses. They raise the yak population. Yaks are then assigned to workplaces. Get some yaks and start sending tsampa to the marketplace. So we need some yak house. Yak houses are very space consuming. Can we rotate them? No, R does road. Is it O for otate? Maybe scroll? No, scroll wheel still does zoom. Well, we'll have one yak here, even if it wastes a couple of squares up there. So yak provides 6 yaks. How many yaks did this need? It needs 2 yak. So we have a yak excess now. It looks like your citizens are happy enough to upgrade their housing. Once the house can be upgraded, you can do that by clicking the button above it. Upgraded houses have more inhabitants and consume more resources. Consult a marketplace menu to see its consumption needs. So presumably this is supply and demand, so we've got like 3 times as much supply as we need. Okay, you've got all your stuff. Okay, you don't actually have to go into that little sub-menu. Time to unleash our yak attack. Yakety yak. So next they want prosperity and one more food. But I don't know what those are. Oh well, let's continue reading the actual things we're meant to do instead of puzzling out what these extra buttony things do. Blah 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 blah. How has this affected consumption? So consumption has basically doubled in a little bit. How much people do they hold? More than double. So yeah, that lines up. It looks like this is all very linear. Nice job! Space is becoming tight. It's time to expand. Connect your town to an area on the left using a bridge. You'll need to find a suitable spot on each side. Okay. How unfortunate that I've blocked it all off with farming. Well. Yeah. Well, I guess you're gonna have to die, friend. So this could, like, the ratio of this to farms is huge. Everywhere just doesn't quite work. Sure. You send here, you... Really? Really? You send there. But this is too far. What if we adjust our road to have a pointless square here? That doesn't quite shorten the distance enough. Oh, fine. Just go away. Nice job. No. The newly reached region will be a great place for a second residential area. Let's put another marketplace here. Use the bridge to create a road connection. Workers from the first residential area can take jobs in other regions. The workforce pool is global. Operate a second marketplace. So here, here. I don't know, there looks good. Done. For the new residential area, let's make things interesting and bring in a second caste. Your current village houses lowlanders, folks versatile in the ways of nature and the land. Artisans, on the other hand, are craft manufacturers and service workers. Each caste has different needs, so use the newly unlocked buildings to make artisans happy and upgrade their houses. Guess they need these things? Or are they a different... Yeah, they're a different kind of house. Okay, I meant to have... 8. Okay, and what do they need? Cheese, Sampa, egg. Do I need another chicken farm? I really wish I knew how to rotate things. But I don't see a rotate. I may have to live without rotation. So you send your eggs to here. And then we need... Okay, 2 of these. The range to this is pathetic. Yeah, I guess there. You send here, you send here, you send here. Okay. The yak workforce is also global. I can get why people could walk from one part of the mountain to the other autonomously, but I don't know about the yaks. I have a slightly hard time believing that yaks would autonomously move around the city to exactly where they are needed. They should probably have some sort of range limitation, but anyway. What else do you need? You need prosperity and prosperity. So they would like baths. Bath is bloody huge. So shouldn't you be ready to upgrade now? Oh, we have far more jobs than people, so... I either need to slum out some more normal workers... Perfect balance here. The yaks are taking over step by step. So now why aren't you willing to upgrade? Because of cheese and mandala. Alright. We can give you a religious building. Why not? Now it needs cheese. So we need a yak shack. A cozy place where yaks provide you with wool and milk. Requires yaks to operate. Unfortunately, I don't know that that's going to work for... I think that I'll have to do it over here. So we make our yak shack, and our yak shack says we have not enough yak, so we need to expand our yak farm. We can go there, so now we have enough yak, and then yak, had part 2, which was cheesemaker. We say you send milk here, presumably wool to the marketplace. Really? I would have assumed that it goes to a marketplace, but apparently not. And then you to the marketplace. And now suddenly all of these can level up. Okay, next. Great job! It's time to expand upwards and see what the mountain has to offer. Just like a bridge connects two regions, shafts connect higher and lower regions. Hold the middle button and move the mouse to view the mountain from a distance. Oh, wow. So these could end up being pretty big cities. Like, look at how much... I mean, admittedly, a lot of that side is useless, but these could still end up being very big cities. Certainly relative to the little areas we're zooming in on here. Okay. Have an operating shaft to the yellowish region. So, this... we go from here up to here. That looks good. Done. Next. Splendid! Now you've reached a region in the middle zone. Production output of some buildings depends on which zone they're placed in. This is shown in their tooltip, like this. Oh, so whether you build something in the highest, the middle, or the lowlands, its output will vary. As an example, is the beekeeper. It produces more resources if placed in the middle height zone. Let's use this to our advantage. Build a beekeeper up here. So we start getting our Nicolas Cage on. Is this thing... I don't know that anything could kill Caesar. Okay. They're not being transported anywhere. Well, how do I get them down here? I suppose it's operational. If we want to provide our people with honey, we need to find a way to transport it all the way down. Beekeepers can only send resources to nearby buildings. We need a warehouse. Warehouses store resources and allows sending them over long distances, not restricted by range. A single warehouse can only store resources of one type, though. Build a warehouse and gather honey to it. Okay, so... warehouse. Here. Honey, send, warehouse. Warehouse, send... It's not clear how we send it somewhere else, but we've built our warehouse. Maybe they'll give us instructions on that in a sec. As already mentioned, warehouses can be used to transport things over long distances. They don't have ranges, they use carriers. The more carriers assigned to transport a route, the more resources that will be transported. Let's send honey down to your marketplace to distribute it to our people. Carriers are recruited from unemployed artisans, so people carrying things have to be the upper class, which is a bit weird. I would have thought people carrying stuff around would be the peasant class. Unlike production buildings, a single warehouse can send resources to multiple destinations, so we could use this to send honey here and here? Yes! But you manually control how much. And it tells you the total as well, so that's quite nice. How much honey do you make, friend? 5. So we could up how much we're sending out a little bit. Yeah, that's about right. We're going to have a slight honey deficit, but we'll live. And so how long a distance it is presumably modifies your efficiency at carrying stuff. Anyway, we've done that. The other thing we gained access to by expanding higher are resource deposits. Not research deposits. There's a rich deposit of research here. On these spots, my academic career is shining through. The other thing we gained access to are resource deposits. These spots we can build mines. Let's start by mining copper and using it for a copper utensil production factory. Move your cursor over a resource. Copper. Ooh, is that copper? Yes, copper. Sure. Start copper utensil production. So beer, book, cake, lamp, paper. It's time to set up a coffee shop to generate some grad students to send into the research mines. It's too real, Bummer. Too real. Okay, so we built... Oh, it says you need roads to here first. Okay, well, let's build a nice little road to there. Then am I allowed to do this? Maybe you need both of the road things that it wants? I don't get it. What am I doing wrong? Am I not zoomed in enough? There's certainly still available workers. There's certainly still available yaks. What am I failing to understand here? No, it just refuses to build the copper mine. Well, what if I kill off these roads? There must be something I'm not getting. Oh! It needs space on the low ground as well. I was assuming those squares were like squares where we want road, but it's squares where we want to build a building. Okay, so send those to this thing, and then send this thing to... It's going to need a warehouse. Send this to here. Send this to here. Oh, 5 sounds like a good amount. How much do you make? It makes 6, so we could have slightly more. There. Now this also has utensils, and so all these people are happy that they have kitchenware now. Sure. Now you can build another warehouse to get the utensils down and distribute them. After doing so, your people will be very close to upgrading their houses again. To make that happen, we will also need to give them textiles. For wool production, you can either build new yak shacks or use the already existing ones. This objective has no caste requirements for which houses you should upgrade. Upgrade 20 houses to level 3. So these guys want one more prosperity, which is to say they want textiles. To make textiles, we need Yak races. People watch running yaks and cheer. It grants access to yak races to nearby citizens. The Yakadrome. Honey, cheese, sampa, eggs. That doesn't feel right. So, where is textiles? Here we go. Sure, go there. So, Yak Shack, send wool to here. You send produced stuff to here. And then these guys are all happy. Okay, and then what do the peasants need to upgrade to level 3? Textile or bath or copper? Well, bath seems easiest. Let's give these guys a bath. Fortunately, that won't actually touch everyone. I think I'm better off killing this house and seeing if I can shove the bath in there. Which we cannot. Fine, can have its house back. Any category 4. So cheese, copper, or textiles as well. I mean, cheese seems the most reasonable. Sure. Not receiving inputs. Yak milk. Because we only have the one Yak Shack, despite having yak breeding. So we need another Yak Shack. Fair enough. Kind of disappointing that it won't fit there. Well, tough, it's going there. Okay, send your cheesy bits to there. You send your resulting... Not receiving inputs. Milk. We need more yaks again. Yes, okay, another yak house. Easy enough. Now we have enough yaks. Yep. Here to here, and then cheese to there. And so these people now say they want any category 2. So they either want textiles or copper. So how much do you eat of copper? We only need like half as much here, so we'll dial this back and instead set out another route that delivers it to over here and find out how much these need. We also aren't making enough honey now for here. So another honeymaker, or... Yes, we need one more honeymaker. And that means we can up the delivery to this one. There. Okay. But now we're running short of utensils. Seven. Ah, and things do have storage. Look at this, it's balances -1 per whatever the unit of time is. So this is no longer meeting our utensil production demands. So what we come across to and make another one, I guess. That means we need more yak. Oh, so I remember Baron. I remember hearing Baron, like, absolutely loving the way when you build more than one yak house next to each other, they merge. So look at the way these have merged. There's no longer a fence between them. And they make a big yak farm. That is the sort of unnecessary polish that I wouldn't necessarily expect for something that's supposedly just still in the, like, demo alpha-ish kind of state. I need to get 3 more houses happy, though. So I think what we do is we move, like, these 3 houses to here. And we kill off these ones. There we go, 20 houses to level 3. Great job, you've successfully built a thriving mountain settlement. As the last thing in our demo, let's take a very quick look at avalanches. One way of dealing with them is to trigger them preemptively before they get too powerful. Have operating avalanche inducer at the topmost region. So this avalanche inducer here, we need to build a road up to it, so I don't know, here looks good. Yep, build a shaft. What counts as touching you in terms of road? You still don't like... Oh, it's probably that I haven't connected this end of the... Yeah, this end isn't connected. So here... Stay to there. Stay to there. Now we need more yak again. So a couple more yak house. Trigger avalanche. We tootle the horn, we do some yodeling, and the avalanche comes. And it wipes out our patrician zone. Our poor patricians. Well, middle class. Thank you a lot for trying the demo. You are now familiar with most of the core systems, but we'll have more features when it launches, later this year, smiley face. Use more advanced transportation methods, including chains and other casts, monks, to build epic new towns across the whole mountain. Build barriers, plant trees, and use the avalanche inducers to make sure your town is never buried in snow. Raise a summit temple on the very peak as a symbolic act of conquering the elements. add to wish list already is. So yeah, I had fun with that. Aside from the not understanding that the copper mines wanted a building on the low ground as well as the high ground and not road, which is what I thought they were trying to indicate, that was all very lovely. And I am certainly not disheartened by what I've seen in the demo. I hope that it continues to be at least this good for the rest of the game when it comes out later.